Hey everybody, Josh Erdman from AmericanBedBugHeaterRentals.com, and today we're going to talk about what do bed bugs look like. We're going to talk about some of the signs they leave, and then also the differences between the males and the females. So first thing is, people think they have bed bugs all the time. A lot of times it turns out not to be the case. A lot of people will be bitten in the night, show definite or immediate signs. Other people won't show any sign whatsoever, and it can also be delayed signs, so it could take anywhere from 1 to 14 days for a bed bug bite to actually physically show up on you, which can make tracking down where you got them a little more difficult. But the basic stuff you want to look for is the fecal staining of the bed bug. You'll find this on the mattresses, encasements, bed frames. Basically, they're just a little black dot. They are very similar in size to the tip of a pen. In fact, if I took this pen and dotted up this white paper, that's exactly what it would look like on a mattress or an encasement. Some other things you can look for are skin sheds of the bed bugs, because as they do grow, they do shed their skin similar to a snake, so those can be left behind. And then the other thing is obviously the bed bugs themselves. So I've got some down here. You can see this is a stage 1, and then this one on the far left is a full-grown adult. We do have a little dime here to kind of give you some semblance of the size. Basically, they're the same size as a wood tick. They also move very similar to a wood tick. They crawl, they don't jump or fly, and they do spend the majority of their life hiding. About 98% of their time is spent hiding. So they can be difficult to notice initially, but as the numbers start to grow and they spread, it becomes more apparent very quickly. Big differences between the males and the females. The males are very pointy rear end, and the women have a more rounded back end, which makes it easy to separate between a male and a female. Why that's important in identification, because if you travel somewhere and you bring back a hitchhiking bed bug, identifying if it's a male or a female is very important, because if it's a male, they can't reproduce by themselves, and maybe you got lucky, just brought the one home, and nothing's going to happen. However, if it is a female, and about 95% of the time it is a female, and we'll talk about that in a second, basically what they're going to do is they're going to find a nice spot to lay their eggs. They're going to lay their eggs, and then they're going to begin to feed on you, and then those eggs that were laid will hatch, and they'll lay more eggs, and it slowly starts to snowball until you're seeing them all over the place. It's definitely not something that gets better without physically doing something to take care of the bed bugs. The reason you most likely are going to bring home a female bed bug that's pregnant is because of the way they reproduce. Male bed bugs, again, have the pointed end, and the females are rounded. When bed bugs eat and feed, they stretch, kind of like an accordion, whereas us as humans, we just get fatter. As they stretch, the plates on the underside of the female's belly spread apart, which releases a pheromone. That pheromone lets the male bed bugs know that it's time to reproduce. The males are happily go over and they repeatedly stab the female, which for obvious reasons she does not like. So she tries to flee the scene and get out of there, and which is why if you are in a hotel and you have stuff on your nightstand, such as your phone, your tablet, your computer, a book you're reading, a magazine, they'll get into that item, they're pregnant, you'll bring that back to your home, and that's how you start to spread them. So be real cautious, if you travel a lot, make sure you check your items and stuff like that. So if you think you have bed bugs, the best solution is heat. A lot of people will run out into the store in a panic and they'll buy some chemical and they'll spray it around the house. The downside to it is it doesn't work most of the time. You also have to live with both the bed bugs and the chemical in your home where you sleep for anywhere from 6 to 8 weeks. The solution we offer is to rent professional grade heat treat equipment so that you can heat treat your room in a completely green manner, so you're not spraying chemicals all over, and then it'll also kill bed bugs in all life stages, anywhere from egg through adult, and it can all be done in as quick as 24 hours. If you're interested in checking out or learning more about this process, check us out at AmericanBedBugHeaterRentals.com.